This is actually a chapter that I wrote having just gone back to work in a large brothel on 2nd Avenue and 33rd Street. I'm newly heroin-free and getting used to the brothel world once again. This is my first day back on the job. "What's your name going to be?" Nina yelled from the office. I hadn't thought about that yet. I had been Tiffany and Ginger a long time ago, Sasha for a while, even Julie for a few weeks. Now what? They say your porno name is the first pet you've ever had. With the name of the street that you first lived. That would make me Lizzie Lambeth. Lizzie, I liked that. I slipped into my spandex dress, hiking it up high so my arse cheeks were just about covered. "Hun, Bill's in room 4. Please take him a vodka cranberry. Now, sweetie," Ingrid the phone girl yelled. I climbed the stairs in 5-inch platform shoes with Bill's cocktail in hand. I expected to see a small little old man sitting in his underwear behind the door, thankful that any pretty young female was going to have sex with him. I felt the nerves spark in my stomach. My mouth went dry. "Nice to meet you," I said with a fixed smile, walking confidently over to the man sitting on the bed. I held out the glass, which he took, not saying a word. Only a small pink bulb shone from an ugly old lamp in the corner of this deep blue room. Allowing my eyes to adjust to the shadows, I focused properly on Bill. To my surprise, he was in his mid-20s, handsome with a mop of dark, messy hair and a muscular torso. "Is the drink okay?" I asked cheerfully. He murmured. Reaching out, he touched my arm softly, caressing my skin. I got goosebumps and shuddered. He held my neck to kiss me. I don't like to kiss clients. I felt his lips cold from the cocktail on my neck. He smelled like baby powder, sweet. His body felt firm, young. He held me, pressing his crotch against my thigh. "Oh, Sarah. Oh, Sarah, I love you." "Who? What is he saying?" He carefully pulled the top of my dress down and kissed my breasts. The stubble on his chin brushed my skin. It felt arousing. My nipples reacted. I tried hard to stay focused, to be professional. He moved me carefully to the bed and sat me down. This was feeling all too much like a real date. I must gain some control. We laid back. He moved on top of me. "Sarah, don't leave me. I will always love you," he whispered into my hair as I fumbled with the condom. Bill, I'm not going anywhere for an hour. Well, 45 minutes. "Sarah, oh, Sarah," he continued. Bill pulled back and looked into my eyes. "I've been having sex with my sister since we were young children. I love her. I can't be with anyone else. And you look so much like her." He's joking, right? This has got to be some sick fantasy, right? "I had to tell you," he confessed. "Really? Your sister?" I didn't know what to say or how I felt at that moment. Incest frightened me beyond belief. Isn't that what separates us from cats and dogs? The ability not to fuck everything that walks across our path? "You look just like her." He continued kissing my body gently, lovingly, as I lay back. My eyes were wide open, looking at the cracked ceiling, thinking about Bill and his sister, who I looked like. Do I tell him now it's going to be an extra 100 for him to give me oral? He went down, kissing me lightly all the way. By the time I felt hot breath on my clit, my professional instincts were disappearing. But I still wanted my extra money. I pushed him gently back and rolled the condom onto him with my mouth, a trick I'd learned from one of the older women I'd worked with years ago. He stared at my face and kept looking into my eyes with a glazed look. We fucked. Why was he staring at me? It was irritating. He was becoming too personal, making the session too much like real sex. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I swiveled around with him still inside of me, so I didn't have to look at him. His breathing was getting heavier. His fingers dug into my arse cheeks. I love you. Oh, Sarah. I looked straight ahead and counted. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cha-ching! I felt a mixture of pity and disgust that I just had sex with this guy, although it was just work sex, not real sex. She was here. You were her. We've been having a sexual relationship since we were children. I sat and listened, transitioning into psychiatrist whore. She was 13. I 16. I love her so much. I was her first. I want to marry her. I can't be with anyone else. I've never had a relationship with anyone but her. Bill lowered his head and looked so torn inside, so confused, so broken-hearted. I felt sorry for him. I wanted to put my arms around him and tell him it was going to be all right, that he'd fall in love with another woman, someone he could have an honest, healthy relationship with. But I didn't. Bill asked, do you think maybe you'd want to go out with me? Because you look so much like Sarah? Bill was now staring at me with some urgency. He wanted to know if I'd date him. No. Oh, Bill, well, you see, it's like this. If I saw you outside of here, it would ruin all of what we have in here. I cast my hand around the dark, dusty room and found my own statement a little amusing. Oh, but I can come see you here again, right? He waited for my response. Oh, of course, and I'll look forward to our next meeting. Thank you.